Finished turning a nice big oak bowl. Right then, I roughed this one out a couple of months ago and stuck it in the kiln. It got a couple of cracks in it that I had to fill with resin. It should actually be quite a nice bowl. First thing I'm going to do is square off that tenon again. I have it held by pressure on a jam chuck. I want to run gouge across the base to make sure it's flat. Especially where the bottom of the tenon is. Okay, now the tenon's squared up again. Flip it over and start turning this. So, back in a sec. Right then, ready to chuck, and we're locked down. Using the tail stop for support, and you can see there where I have to do the resining. Right, there's a couple of bits in it. As I said, it just cracked a bit when it was in the kiln. I might have to use some CA on some of this as well, but we'll see as we're going. Right, first thing I'm going to do is flatten out this rim. I'm going to go up to 500 till I get it flattened off. I always find it's easier if you straighten the rim out first. You get much cleaner entry cuts. Still slightly low just there. I finally got this place sorted out. I have the lathe moved, the lighting moved, the camera positions moved. Yeah, that's better. So we'll see how it goes. I might have to muck about with it a bit more, but as I said, we'll see how it goes. Right then. There's a crack there. Okay, that's going to need CA in it just there. Doesn't go down that far, but we wasted. Right, so I'll see how that, and I'll switch the camera angle back in a sec. Right then, now that we've got the face flat again, I've got to take that huge warp out of it. First thing I'm going to do is get up here through about that far down, so that I know where I'm cutting to. And an awful lot of the time I'll actually be cutting the wrong way, the wrong direction in this bowl. I'll be cutting into it. That's just to get the shape. All the final cuts will come that way. So they get a good finish on it. So we'll get this rounded off. Quick look, see if I'm cutting everywhere. I'm not. I still have a chunk there I'm not cutting. Yeah, this really did pick up a good warp. I found it's easier to get this rim cut in the wrong direction. Still more. There we go, just cutting it now. Right. That did pick up a warp. There's a good 1/4 of an inch of a warp there. Right, it's going to take a while to bring it down. So I'll just speed up the video. Now, as I said, I'm actually cutting the wrong direction for this, but there's just such an amount of stuff to get off. I just physically find it easier to cut this direction. When I actually get the shape in the bowl, I'll be cutting the other direction. That's interesting. Look at all the extra off down here. It needs a bit more. Right. Now that everything's hogged off, I can see if there's any cracks, and I'll start cutting the correct direction. Right, then there's a couple of cracks in this that are going to need treating, so I'll do that and I'll be right back. Right then, all those little cracks have been treated, and now we're going to start to shape it, and I'll be shaping with a pull cut. Still a lot of imbalance in this bowl. I can't go over, it's like 680. The thing about this oak is it's really hard. everybody kind of has a speed that they prefer to turn large stuff at. Mine is 800, but I actually can't get there because this thing is so unbalanced. Right, there's another little crack there that needs treating. Going to be longer handle bowl gouge. That's what I'm looking now. Right, I've discovered a problem with the new lighting. I need a light over there. So just give me a second and we'll sort something out. Right, that's a bit better. What I've done is I've taken the light off the bandsaw and put it over here for a temporary measure. Now we might be able to get somewhere with this. To do is I'll have to stick one of the main lights over on that side, because at the moment there's one up on a wall up there, there's one over there, there's one behind me, and there's one directly above. Yeah, that's getting better. Move around a bit. Look, see here. Yeah, that's not bad. There's a bump just there. I can't really tell if it's bad or not because up here it hasn't been finished. It's still really rough. There's a definite off-balanceness in this bowl because of the warp on the inside is pretty big. tool marks in that I don't like. Right. I'm going to give this gouge another sharpen, and I'm going to do a side bevel cut all the way around that. Slight bump just there. Yeah, I got it. Right then, tool marks are gone. Grand. Right. I'll sand this, stick a finish in it, and then we'll go to the inside. So, back in a sec. Alright, just buffing the wax off. The usual finish of Hampshire Shane. But because there's resin in it, I did the Yorkshire grit down to microfine. Right, the sandpaper from Glen Lucas is good. Sanded the bowl pretty quickly, and there's plenty left on it for another bowl or two. So here we go. Have a look at that one. There is some very pretty grain in this. You see it there. That's really nice. And that blue flash adds a little bit of interest. Right, so move the camera and we get to hollowing this. So back in a sec. Right then, now we get the inside of this done. And that's the new angle with the new layout for hollowing. I think I should be able to stay out of the way of that one. Actually, I'm finding this new layout weird. I'm so used to everything being at hand, and the tools are now basically over there, which I didn't have room for before because of where I had to put everything. but it's actually safer not to have them directly above what I'm turning. Right, now what I gotta do is try and level this up so I can get up to a decent speed. I'm just gonna eat away bits of this first. Try and get some of the weight off of it. It's actually turning slower than I like it. What is that sound? That maybe? Is it echoing through that? I think it's just the wood so hard. My flash. Yeah, right, I'm going to give this gouge another sharpen. Now, can we go to that many speed into it? Can I get to 800? I can get to 760 without vibration. Check the edge. Clean. Not particular. Really light cut. Yeah, now I'm clean. And we have a slight crack just there. That's it. Right, I'm going to pull the bottle off and treat that. So, back in a sec. Right, I treated it, so I'm just going to take a very, very slight light cut off. Just to make sure it's even. Look, see. Where's the crack? Where's the crack? Where's the crack? It's there. Yeah, that's fine. That's nicely filled. Now we go back to hollowing this out. Might as well turn that in there now. Give myself somewhat of an advantage. Right. Right, now we go back to hollowing this. And I still can't get past 770. Check for width. Yeah. Right. We got a finish cut down that far. Yeah, it's a nice cut. Right, I'm gonna keep going. Now can I get up to 800 now? I can't. Grant, now we can start cutting. So everybody has a natural speed they like to cut it on big stuff. Mine is 800. And that's something you can actually do, is try and figure out what your natural cutting speed is. Everybody has one, and mic is covered. Everybody has one, and if you can figure out yours, you'll make your life a lot easier. It's nice, but there's a bump just there. Take the bump, feather out, and bump is gone. And oak is hard. Right. Need to sharpen this again. There's some funny grain just there, and it's tearing out. You can see it? See it there? I think it might be something to do with the spalting, but it's tearing out badly. So I'm going to sharpen this again and take that last cut again. A bit faster maybe. Feel that biting into that. Let's see if that did anything. Oh, it's still there. It's actually, I think it's a little punky actually. Right, I'm gonna have to fill that because that's a little punky there. See, just there in that section. That's just a little punky just there. Over here is perfect. Over there is perfect cut. It's just that section there where the grain is all over the place. Right. I'll sort that out before I go any further. Right, then I've filled that in a bit. I'm going to take the middle out before I do anything else. It seems to be in that one area. Right. I'm trying to get one final small cut on this. you're trying to do with this cut is just take that CA, that extra CA off. Yeah, that sorted it. So there just must have been something weird about the grain just there. Right. And I'll stand the inside of this, finish it, and then we can go on to finishing the base. So I'll be back in a minute. Just buffing the ham sachet off. Yeah, it's quite pretty actually. A lot more difficult than I thought it would be because the wood went rock hard in places and soft in others, as you see. There's some pretty grain in this though. And there's some pretty little bits of grain in some places. And the couple of blue flashes in it. One there and the one here. Actually set it off quite nice. Right then, we flip this over and we get the back of it done, and then we're done. So I'll flip it over, back in a sec. Right now we start taking this off. Switch to the smaller bowl gouge to get in there tighter. Using these pressure plates, you got to slow right down when you get to the end, because the wood on the inside is moving really slow. Bump there. And I got rid of it. Right. I'll rest it up with a spindle gouge because I can't get in there with a ball gouge. Tighten it all up again to make sure nothing moves. Now a quick negative rake scrape. Clean that all up. All the way up to the foot, or the rim where it's going to sit. Now I'm going to sand that while it's still on the lathe, and then I'll take that little nub off with a chisel and sand the middle. So I'll do that and I'll be back in a minute. Right then, now we have a 15 by 4.5 white oak bowl with some blue resin in it. I think it turned out quite nice actually. Yeah, even that punky bit that was in there has sorted itself out. So I'll put up a couple of cells at the end as normal. And if you enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind, thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.